Fang, Neves Knives. I'm Jared, and we have another massive unboxing that I'm probably going to have to do in a couple different videos. So this is part one. Now this new CJRB SCORIA is mine. I actually have the other version, the G10 version. This is the Knife Center exclusive in this blue, kind of an aqua color micarta. I'm not sure if it's a denim micarta. I don't think so, but it's going to get a lot darker. It's definitely a fluffier, furrier kind of micarta. It's not that real slick, dense, polished stuff. It's definitely going to absorb oils. Awesome knife. Everything else is pretty much the same. You know, it does have the stone washed instead of the coating, but it's the same steel. So they have a ton of different options. If you're wanting to get one of these, Knife Center has a ton of options. Now, I will say this though. This one's not as tough. I notice I can get a lot more flex out of the micarta one than I can the G10 one. This one is a lot more solid. So, you know, just put that into consideration. This is a very slim knife. It's very, very slim. It's one thing that's going to surprise you when you do get it. You don't realize how slim it is. Awesome knife though. I really, really like this knife. The action, this one has a little bit better detent, but it also is more used, so it's a little bit more broken in. This one has slightly lighter detent, but I'm sure, I mean, it's very reliable. Like, I'm not complaining at all. And if I didn't have this one to compare it to, you know, I wouldn't know the difference. But awesome, awesome knife. I do like this knife. I have a full review of this one. And yeah, the edge, it took a nasty sharp polished edge, and this one actually has a bunch of chips in it right now. But yeah, awesome, awesome knife. Go and check out that review. And this one I don't have a full review on because I recently just got it. Let's get into this package. Todd, thank you, man. Thank you so much. He has been such a huge supporter, and man, he's just, woo. All right, the first knife, before I continue thanking him, is the Williamson Chibs. Never seen one of these. I've only ever had one Williamson knife. Todd, thank you, man. Thank you again. I really appreciate all the support. This is such good content, man. Thank you. So the Williamson is a flipper. Remember, this is just the first impressions, guys. I know nothing of any of these knives. I don't even know what knives are in the box. Good detent. Good action. Nice sound to it, too. It is a hefty boy. Nice, good ergos. The G10 is very grippy. You might not be able to see it because of all the lines, but it's got, like, you know, like milling lines all through and through, so it's very grippy. This one does have a new edge on it, very, very sharp edge. Geometry pretty decent. Let's check out this spidey flicking hole. Oh, very nice. Thumb flick, also nice. Good access to the lock bar. A small access, but still good access. Yeah, very solid. Let's and a little bit of blade play, but that's probably just from the pivot. Not a problem. The drop is pretty smooth. I can feel that this could be a great workhorse. Great blade shape. Yeah, very, very solid. The clip. Ooh, I don't know about the clip. Deep carry clip. It's reversible. You can, it goes inside. Now, it doesn't look like that would catch your pants at all, but it's got a big old chibs on it. So, you know, just know that will be screaming out of your pocket if you had one. I'm going to try to link as much as I can below in the description. All right, the next one is, ooh, I've never tried one of these. I might have to back the camera. The Cold Steel ESPADA. Hold on. I can only get some of it in the camera. This is a two-handed beast. Man, oh man, this thing, it's got a triad lock. So, like, you know, before in the past, let me back the camera out just a little bit. All right, now before in the past, I always looked at this and thought, man, that's got to be flimsy. Like it's so big. How could this be so solid? I know it's a triad lock though. Holy cow, this thing is super, super solid. The ergos, I mean, I want to spin it in my hand and just do all kinds of like, you know, dumb stuff with it right now. This thing brings out the kid in me for sure. Man, I just want to go hacking through the woods right now. Holy cow. Now, you want to talk about a non-deep carry clip? Hey, if it was in my pocket, let me see this. Let me see if I can I drop this? Oh yeah, you can. You could technically drop it and hit your table. Man, this thing is a beast. Can I one-hand it? Oh yeah. Did you hear that lock engagement though? Listen. Sorry guys. Listen to this lock engagement. Oh man. Austen Steel. Man, that's addicting. So when it's closed though, and it's in your pocket, you have a big old chunk to grab onto and pull it out of your pocket. You could technically wave it out of your pocket, it seems, you know, because your pants would hit this and then open it right up. And then you got a sword. This thing is crazy. Very awesome. I'm so excited to finally get to check one of these out. Man, Cold Steel kills it with the beast knives. All right, next. It's a Boker. The Boker Gollum. The Boker Plus, which is their better knives, the plus knives. Ooh. Ooh, that had a good flipping action. Sounded like I'm cussing or something. A good flipping action. Man, holy cow. Wow, this is really nice. That detent is super solid. It's a nice, robust, but still slicey grind. This is a good example of a hard use knife. And I mean that because it is robust, but because of the taper it has, it gets down to a relatively thin edge. And even if this is 20 thousandths behind the edge, which is probably a little less than that, but even if it's 20 thousandths behind the edge, it has such a long taper to the spine. And this isn't a ridiculously thick knife. So this thing is gonna slice like really good. Probably better than even some knives with a shorter grind that are thinner behind the edge. It does have more of a Persian style blade, so it has that belly for days. So you know it's not going to be a utility cutter, but for skinning and slicing and flaying and things like that, this is going to be fantastic. Lots of grip. I'm surprised how redonkulously smooth this is. It's so smooth. Let me check it. No blade play, no rock. The liner is not the best access, but it's also not like tough. So it's pretty easy to get to. I would think though, if this was mine, I would possibly cut this back just a little bit. No liner on this side either. So you have all the access in the world to cut that out. Let's get to this next one. Oh, and a deep carry clip. I'm not sure if that's titanium. No, steel deep carry clip with a brass pivot collar, D2 steel. Next is a, well, which one should I pick? I don't even know which one to pick. This is, oh, the Ruike FANG. Okay, I have the titanium version of this. Ooh, I never tried the G10 version, but I remember everybody loved it. I'll say this, the detent is, so on the titanium version, the detent is light, even though it's extremely reliable. It's a very reliable flipper. This one is a little bit more solid. The ergos are so good. Yeah. This is a good one. The clips, I'm not a big fan of this clip, but it does work. So I'm not saying it doesn't work. I just don't like pinpointed clips where they have one little point of contact. But that's just me. G10 is very nice looking, nice milling, nice little spots of contouring. Winds up working out really good in the hand. 14C28N, I believe. Yep. 14C Austen Steel. Rake does a pretty good job with it. Fantastic blade shape. This is a great working blade shape. Let's get to this next one. Okay, this one is the Fox Forza. Okay. This is very interesting. Very slim. Look how slim that is. Super duper slim. Awesome little blade shape. USA made? Okay. All right. Yeah. USA made. Very cool. We got a Mike Mellencamp design. See if we can. Okay, so you can drop it like that. It's going to be more of a slow roller because it's probably on Teflon or phosphor bronze, but still a nice little solid knife. I almost feel more comfortable back here than right here, but this is still a great choke up spot. Obviously a non-deep carry clip. I imagine this is a pretty affordable USA made knife, but man, I'm always happy to see USA made knives, and it's 154 cm, nice hollow ground blade, beautiful blade shape. This blade shape is fantastic for utility cuts, slicing, push cuts, just a very versatile blade shape. So very, very cool. Nice. Next is the Mini Crooked River. So this should be a Benchmade. The Benchmade Mini Crooked River. I tried one of these out one time. Oh no, wait, did I sharpen one too? I don't remember, but I know I did try a Crooked River out before. I don't remember if I had it in for sharpening, but I did get to check one out at a knife shop before. So it was never on the or it was on the channel, but it was a long time ago down in Colorado when we did a Colorado video. You guys can always go watch that. Me and Kara did a video on a knife shop in Colorado. Awesome knife though. I do think this is a fantastic knife. Even the mini, this is a full-size knife, so the big one is more of a workhorse, but this is a great hunting, camping, just a great EDC for the outdoorsman, in my opinion. I think this is one of the best outdoorsman's types of knives. Incredibly strong locking mechanism. It has that that vintage look to it, and you can, I believe you can do these in the custom shop, so you can make these however you want, like with all different colors and materials and things like that. Very, very awesome. Oh wait, yeah, let me go like this. All right, we're gonna do a few more. Man, we got a lot. Okay, so this is the Drop Orca. Very nice. I believe Riet did these. Riet or we did these. Oh, man. Fantastic action. Super comfortable in the hand. Oh, man. That action is insane. RWL 34. It's basically, it's kind of like a 154 cm steel. Ooh, that is so smooth. The detent. Look, watch this break. I'm trying to fail it. It's so perfectly well tuned. Once it breaks, it's like there's nothing that can stop it. Very awesome, which also works out for the thumb studs as well. Beautiful G10 scales. This is titanium for sure. Titanium liners. Very solid. Titanium milled pocket clip and back spacer. Pivot collar as well. This is an awesome knife. Very, very nice knife. I like this thing quite a bit. I'm not sure if they're still making, I think they are still making them. Next we have a cold steel Spartan. Ooh, oh man, oh that's so comfortable. Oh man, it makes you want to hit something and cut something. It brings the beast out of me. Like, it seriously just makes me want to hit something with this part and swing this thing. Oh man, it makes me like want to run through a battlefield right now or something. We have a hollow ground, drop point, recurved, beautiful stone washed, Austen blade, triad lock, so you know it's a beast. You know this thing is super solid. Nice pad here with the thumb disc. Can you drop it? Yes, you can. So you can do that. Let it drop. Slap it shut. I can swing it out, but thumb roll is probably going to be a little bit more reliable. But you can kick it like this and then finish it off with the wrist like that. Or you can always use this as, like I was saying before, where you pull it out of your pocket and let it catch your pocket and it will open up like that. Very cool, man. Oh, just makes me want to chop something right now. All right, next one. All right. Lion. Oh, I've always wanted to try one of these. Oh, this is so cool. The LIONSTEEL SR1. Oh, yeah. Very cool. So, wow, I didn't know this was D2. So there must be different options because this one's in D2 and I thought they did them in like 20 CV or M390. So I believe this is an aluminum integral handle. I'm not sure how that works. So you see we have a steel lock bar insert, a really heavy duty steel lock bar insert, but I believe this is an aluminum frame. I'm pretty sure this is an aluminum integral frame. Now we have the steel stop pin back here that is pinned. Good size though, seems nice and strong. Teflon washers. I don't think that's bearings, but I'm pretty sure there's, ooh, it's very smooth though. I'm not sure, maybe it is bearings. I don't know. Oh man, that's a cool bead. The action feels a little bit like Teflon. It's hard to say. Ergos are amazing. This thing feels like a really good hard use knife. Definitely a harder use grind while still being slicey. Thumb studs are away from the scale, so you don't have to worry about catching on this little lip, so it winds up working out really good. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Clip, not deep carry, but it looks like it's a little loose. I'm not sure how that would work. This is a lock so that you can stop yourself from being able to unlock it. Ooh, and it's super solid too. Usually when you lock these, they usually still have a little bit of play. This one's solid. And you unlock it like that. Very, very cool, man. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Like I said, there's a bunch of different versions of this, I believe. And Moletta. The LIONSTEEL SR1 Moletta. Oh, also, it looks like there's a glass breaker on the back. Forgot to mention that. All right, let's get to this next one. All right, the next one is, I've never tried one of these either. A Benchmade Bailout, a custom version. So 3V steel, stonewashed, or blasted titanium. We got a coating here. Nice and solid. Oh yeah. This thing's cool, man. I've always wanted to try one of these. You know, I almost got one because I was in the market for, I almost got the aluminum version, but I was in the market for, I wanted a Tonto like this. An American Tonto with a really pronounced secondary tip, but I wanted it to be thin and slicey. And this has a thin blade stock, nice and slicey, but it's 3V. So being that it's 3V, that's an extremely tough steel. So it winds up giving you the toughness plus the geometry. Now, Benchmade was known for making it softer in the beginning. So depending on when you got yours, they did wind up coming out with another version that was with aluminum scales. I'm not sure which one this one is, but super smooth. Very, I like the deployment on this. It's super snappy. It winds up working out really good. This thing is, it's very smooth. These scales fit perfectly, it seems, because everything is super solid. The centering's not perfect, but I wouldn't even care. It could just be an adjustment of the pivot. Man, I like the Bailout already. Now, like I said, this would be like a harder use yet slicey knife. And the original version had some issues. It had a soft heat treat, so the 3V wasn't optimal. And then the strength for 3V with the handle material they provided wasn't working out because the handle material, like the bug out, would just break if you really put it under enough stress. Well, with this, you ain't gonna have to worry about that because we got titanium. So completely different animal now. So this definitely enhances this knife massively. And if this happens to be some of their better 3V after, you know, the original stuff, yeah, this is awesome. So I'm not saying the most recent stuff. I'm saying when they first dropped the bailout, it did have some issues. The edge retention was really poor, and it was just super soft. So it had no edge retention, and man, I love the sound of that lockup. And it was tough, but it would bend. It could bend under pressure. But yeah, this thing's awesome though. I imagine that this thing would be an amazing workhorse. Holy cow. I really like this. All right, we've been going way too long. The next version will be coming very soon. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.